Step up here and state your full name to the judge, sir. Brandon A. Cade.
All right, Mr. Cade. All right, Mr. Cade, do you have a residence?
Uh, yeah, yes, I do.
Okay, what is that residence address?
Two 215, 215. I just moved out here, sir. I'm sorry. I can't. West Wade. I'm sorry.
Is that the warming center?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. And then you have a phone number that ends in 5590?
Yes.
And then your last name, first name 929 for an email address?
First name. Well, no, sir. Last name, first name, and 929. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Or
All right.
no, not 929, 989.
Okay.
Okay. 929.
All right, sir. The state is alleging one charge against you, which is a criminal trespass violation. That is a misdemeanor violation, and I've scheduled that arraignment court date for you on the 31st of December at 9 a.m. You have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. Again, that arraignment is where you'll need to be prepared to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest to on that date. Before you give your plea, the penalty range will be explained to you, and also the options of each of those choices of pleas will be explained to you, so you'll be well informed before you give your plea. Your release conditions are obey all orders of the court, do not commit any crimes, notify the court immediately of any address change, do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court, do not contact the alleged victim in any manner, and do not go near the location of the alleged offense. Do you understand those release conditions?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can you abide by those release conditions?
Yes, sir.
All right. My intentions are to release you on your own recognizance, but I'm also going to have you ordered to report to pretrial services. So you have a phone number. So when you get released, right away, once you get released, I'll provide you a name and phone number. You'll be contacting the probation department. You're not on probation. You're on release conditions. And all you got to do is check in with them. And they're going to monitor you to make sure you're abiding by the release conditions that I've discussed with you and making sure that you're appearing in court and doing the follow-up that they request. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
I got a question. Am I gonna have to wear one of those monitors?
Not as far as I'm not requiring it. I don't know if they're require it. If the release department will, when you contact them, they'll let you know.
All right.
But I'm not requiring it.
Okay.
Okay, so you're just going to be given a name and phone number. You need to make sure you call them right when you're released. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, that's all I've got for you.
All right. Step up here, state your full name to the judge. Tyler Maxwell, sir.
All right, sir. Give me a moment. And what is your address?
Right now, I just got into the men's shelter in Mesa. It's 2345 Country Club Drive.
So is that South Country Club or North Country Club?
I think it's north.
And is that in Mesa?
Yes, yes, sir.
You know the zip code there?
85201, I believe.
All right. Do you have an email address?
An email, yeah. It's TYLERANDMICHELLE, and then the number 4 at gmail.com.
All right, sir. Do you have a phone number?
Yes, sir. It's 928-405-7754.
All right, the state is alleging 4 charges against you. 3 of them are felony charges, and one of them is a misdemeanor charge. The 3 felony charges are aggravated driving under the influence of alcohol for wrong way driving. The second charge is criminal damage, and the third charge is endangerment. The misdemeanor charge is fail to remain at an accident scene involving a collision. On those charges, you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. I'm going to schedule you for a 2-part hearing. That'll be 10 days from today's date. That hearing is a preliminary hearing for the felonies and also an arraignment for the misdemeanors. Okay? At the preliminary hearing, that will be a determination to see if there's probable cause to charge you with the 3 felony allegations. Not convict you, only to charge you. That's what that portion of the hearing will be for. If probable cause is met on the felony allegations, then the felony portion of the case will bind over to the Gila County Superior Court. Okay? Regarding the misdemeanor, that's where you'll be prepared to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest to that charge. Prior to you giving your plea, the penalty range for that misdemeanor allegation, as well as the options of pleading guilty, not guilty, or no contest, will be explained to you, so you'll be well informed prior to you giving your plea. Your release conditions are the following: obey all orders of the court, do not commit any crimes, notify the court immediately of any address change, do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court.
Yes, sir.
And I'm placing a $5,000 bond hold on you, so you'll remain in custody until that court date unless you post the bond of $5,000. Since you're held in custody on felony allegations only, the misdemeanor I'm not holding you on. Since you're held in custody on felony allegations, you have the right to a court-appointed attorney if you cannot afford to hire one. If you wish to exercise that right to have the court appoint you attorney at a little or no cost, I'm going to send you a financial disclosure statement that you need to complete. And if you qualify for the court-appointed attorney, they'll be notified of your status. Also, what happens is, since you're held in custody on the felony, the prosecutor of the case has 48 hours, not counting weekends and holidays, to file a formal complaint against you. If they fail to file the formal complaint against you within 48 hours, not counting weekends and holidays, you'll be released on your own recognizance and will not have to post that $5,000 bail. You understand that?
Okay. The only way I'll really be getting out of here is if I post bond, correct?
The only way you'll be getting out of there immediately is if you post bond. The next available opportunity is to see if the complaint files within 48 hours of today's date. Okay? If they don't file the complaint, they, meaning the prosecuting office, if the court does not receive a complaint for you in 48 hours, so that would be, today is Thursday, so Friday, by Monday at 1:10 p.m., if we don't have a complaint at the court, you'll be released without having to post bond. Okay? The charges still can be filed at a later time, up to the requirements of statute of limitations from the date of your arrest. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's okay. If a complaint does file, let's say they do file that in 48 hours, and you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney, the attorney will be notified of your bond status, your charges, and will be in touch with you shortly thereafter if you choose to exercise your right for a court-appointed attorney. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
We were going to ask a question. Go ahead.
Is this bond it's 5,000 cash, or is it 5,000 10%, or
you can it is bail bonds eligible. There's no requirement. It's not cash only. So if you go through bail bondsman, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I have one more quick question, just a bit of a concern.
Go ahead.
I'm supposed to start school to be an electrician technician January 28th. Do you think that it's possible I may be released by then and be fighting this case on the streets?
That's a tough question for me to answer because I don't know what steps. So if the complaint files that I talked to you about,
Uh-huh.
then your case is going to have a preliminary hearing that will either be held in front of a grand jury or
Uh-huh.
be held on the court date that I'm going to give you, which is 10 days from now.
Okay.
So that should be well before January, your start date.
Right.
Whether you're still held in custody or not will no longer be up to me at this court. It'll be up to the Superior Court because that complaint will have filed. But if the
Okay.
complaint doesn't file, again, you're going to be out of here within 48 hours. So Monday at 1:15, you'll be released if there's no complaint that is filed.
Real quick, one last question. Do you think that a complaint would most likely probably be filed by Monday?
So that's legal advice, and I can't really answer that. And honestly, I don't know the answer because I see many cases that do file and many cases that don't. So really, that's the prosecuting agencies. They put this case in a level of prioritizations of all the other cases, and if they choose to file the complaint, it's up to them, and if they choose not to, it's up to them. Just know that if it doesn't file and you're going to be released, it's not gone forever, that they could file it. And it's up to 7 years from the date of your arrest.
Gotcha.
Okay. Anything else?
Um, no, I think that's it. Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome. And we'll send the documents over for you. You want it
Thank
sent
you, Judge.
you want it sent to you?
That's fine, sir.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you.
You
Bye.
bet.